No, we've been here many times before.
Well, then I don't need to point out the great view of the Magnificent Mile.
No, but thanks for reminding us just the same. There we are.
Over there is fine, I guess.
Yes.
Well, now be careful.
All right. Here you go.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, wait a minute. Is there a telephone book in this room?
Yes, right under the menu.
Oh, thank you.
You're not thinking of calling Bill Bauer tonight, are you?
Well, sure. That's why we're here, isn't it? Wait a minute. Why don't I just call the operator, get the names of all the listings for William Bauer, and then that way we can find out who those names are of the men in the picture. All right, thank you. Well, there are 5 listings for a William Bauer.
Are you sure you want to call him tonight?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I mean, wouldn't it suit Nora Charles if Nick took her out to dinner to the pump room and we could start at the top of the John Hancock building. Vodka martinis, extra dry.
You know, you're just gonna have to stop being so extravagant. You really are. Because you're just gonna spend all that fortune that I married you for.
I take it that means we're going to get started on this tonight.
Yes, that's why we're here, isn't it?
I guess so. I thought for a moment there you were going to get out of the train and start pushing it so it'd get to Chicago faster.
I loved the train.
Good.
It was very romantic. The compartment was very, very romantic.
I'm glad you approve.
But now that we're here, we just have to get to work.
Okay. Okay. I'll read the numbers, you do the calling.
All right. Wait a minute. What am I going to say?
What do you mean?
Well, I can't just call up a total stranger and say, hello, were you in a picture that was taken 20 years ago with 3 men and 1 girl?
You got a point there.
What are we going to say? We have to think of something.
Ask him if he is the father of Ed Bauer, the doctor.
That sounds good.
And then say that we're Ed's brother and sister-in-law, that we're in town, and we want to take him to dinner.
I like that. I like that a lot. You know, sometimes you are so intelligent, it is frightening. I knew there was another reason I married you. Yes, hello? Mr. Bauer, please. Oh, hello, Mr. Bauer, yes. Well, I was wondering if you have a son named Ed, who's a doctor. Not that you know of? In the war, men get lonely? Oh, I'm sorry. I must have the wrong number or something.
I take it he's not our man.
No, I guess not. Well, that's 4 out of 5. We got 1 left.
All right, let's try this one. 555-0336. Maybe we'll get lucky this time.
50336. Hello? Is this Mr. Bauer's residence? Oh, with whom am I? Oh, Mr. Bauer's landlady, I see. Okay. I was wondering if you know if Mr. Bauer has a son named Ed and also a son named Mike. He does? He does? Oh, that's great. Well, can I talk to him right now? Oh. Well, do you know when he'll be back? Oh, all right. Yes, I'll just call later. Thank you.
I take it he's not in.
Well, she insists that she doesn't know when he's going to be back.
All right, let's go out and get some dinner. Some shrimp, steak, champagne from your glass slipper. Huh?
I guess that's what we'll have to do.
But if you want, we could jump into a cab, cruise up Lakeshore Drive, go to Belmont Avenue where Mr. Bauer resides, and case the joint.
And put the squeeze on the landlady?
Bingo, Sherlock. Let's go. Maybe we can pick up a pizza on the way.
Oh, sure, okay. Do you have the key?
Mm-hmm. You ready?
I sure am.
Okay, here goes.
Hello?
Hello. We were wondering if we could speak to Mr. Bauer.
Mr. Bauer's not here.
Oh, well, I called you earlier. My brother-in-law is Mr. Bauer's son, Ed.
Yes.
Well, I just couldn't go back to Springfield if I didn't tell Ed that I had tried to say hello to his father.
I'm afraid you will have to.
Could you possibly tell us where we could reach Mr. Bauer?
I can't tell you because I don't know. Goodbye.
Oh, listen, I couldn't help noticing on the mailbox. Your name is Kovac? It's Polish, isn't it?
Yes.
Jak się masz?
Oh, dobrze. Are you are sure you can't stay any longer? You haven't eaten anything.
Mrs. Kovac, I've had so much kolache and pierogi, I couldn't eat another bite. Oh, I'm sorry we took so much of your time.
Oh, that's all right. You got the recipe, didn't you?
Oh, I have it right here.
Good. And I'll give Mr. Bauer your message. Goodbye and stop by any time.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Dziękuję.
Yes,
Dobry
same
noc.
to you.
Dobranoc.
Same to you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I didn't know you spoke Polish.
Only 4 sentences. If she'd have said another thing, it would have been all over.
You know, we're getting pretty good at this.
Oh, I don't know. I got her to talk, but she didn't say anything.
No, while you were talking, I found this on the table.
What is it?
Looks like maybe something Mr. Bauer wrote on or something.
What does it say?
Well, I don't know. Turn around. Let me
All
see.
right.
I didn't watch all those detective movies for nothing.
Oh, that feels good.
Oh, stop it. This is serious here.
I know.
Wait a minute.
Well,
Wow.
what does it say?
Gold Coast Hotel, room 2101.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Well, I don't know. Why don't we ask the desk clerk?
Okay. Excuse me.
Yes?
Can you tell me if a man named William Bauer has checked out of room 2101?
He sure has, the hard way.
What do you mean?
Mr. William Bauer in room 2101 jumped out of his window about a half an hour ago. He's dead.
How did you know Mr. Bauer?
Well, my sister married his son. I know the whole family.
Oh, you do? Well, we're looking for someone to notify the next of kin.
Well, I can give you their names. I know the whole family.
Oh, you do? All right. Will you wait right here for a minute? I just want to check with my men. I'll be right back.
I can't believe that William Bauer is dead, the man in the picture we were looking for.
I know, but I doubt very much if one thing had anything to do with the other. Mr. Bauer was probably a very lonely and unhappy man.
I don't know how I'm going to tell the family.
Listen, why don't we just wait? We'll talk to the police, get the facts, and then call Maureen and see how she wants to handle it.
I don't want to stay here anymore. I want to go home.
All right, hon, all right, all right. What we'll do is we'll talk to Maureen, and then we'll go down to Union Station and take the next available train.
You know, when I started to want to find out who the men were in the picture, I thought it was some kind of game. Listen, I'm going to go call.
I'm afraid it's not a game anymore. Vanessa, that's...
I just feel so bad for the family. I mean, you know, even though they haven't seen Mr. Bauer in a long time.
I know. How long have Mr. and Mrs. Bauer been divorced?
I don't know. I mean, it's got to be some time, though, but... You know, they must feel really terrible because I know how I'd feel if all of a sudden I heard that the dad had died. I mean, you know, even though we haven't seen him or heard from him in a long time, I still feel really bad. I like to think that he's out there somewhere, alive.
You were hoping that that picture would lead you to him, weren't you?
Well, I guess so. I mean, you know, I was also thinking of Tony and Annabelle, but... They're engaged now. They're not letting the picture bother him. I don't think I should either, I guess.
Does this mean you're going to give up the investigation?
Well, I mean, Tony and Annabelle, they're engaged now, and they don't need me anymore, and I guess the picture's really not going to help me find Dad. I guess I should put an end to it once and for all.
Listen, every ending is a beginning of some sort.
I guess so.
Yes. Well, it's been a long day. A lot of things have happened, so why don't you try and get some sleep? Think you can? I'll put out the light. costume.
Hello. Who are you?
I am Hercule Poirot at your service.
Mr. Perrault? Well, I was just reading about you here in this book. Are you the famous French detective?
That is Poirot, and I am Belgian, Madame Belgian.
Oh. So, why'd you come to my compartment?
I have deduced from the little gray cells in my brain that something is troubling you, Nola. And so I have come to offer my assistance.
Mr. Perrault, how did you know my name was Nola?
I memorized the name and the compartment number of every passenger on the train on which I am traveling. It is a small mental exercise.
Oh. Well, your little gray cells are right. I do have a problem.
Oh, perhaps I can be of assistance.
Well, you see, I was doing this investigation on my own.
Ah, you are a detective too, no?
No. And, well, see, I'm trying to find out the identities of some men in a picture that my father took 20 years ago, before he left town. Oh, there's a girl in the picture, too.
Say, and how did you proceed in your investigation?
Well, there are 4 men in the picture. I know 2 of them. One's alive. So, I went to see the alive one in Chicago to talk to him.
Oh, good. Excellent, excellent. What did he say to you? It is important that you remember everything. You were attentive, no?
No. Because when I got there to the hotel, I found out that he jumped out the window and killed himself. Would you like a chocolate? So I was so distressed by this news that I decided not to continue my investigation. So I guess I'll never find out who those men are in that picture.
You do seem to have reached an impasse.
Mr. Perrault, what do you think I should do?
I do not think this man's death is an ending. No. But rather a beginning.
What do you mean?
You have read my many cases. How do they invariably begin?
A murder.
Oui.
So what is it exactly that you're saying?
Perhaps one of the participants in that photograph did not wish to be discovered.
Oh. You really think that's what it is?
Bonsoir, Nola.
Oh, Mr. Perrault. Oh, Mr. Perrault, come back. Oh. Mr. Perrault. Mr. Perrault. Quint, wake up. Wake up.
No.
Wake up.
No, what's wrong?
Listen, we can't stop looking for those men in the picture.
I thought you were the one that wanted to give up the
I
investigation.
can't now. I
Why
just
not?
can't. Because one of those men in the picture murdered Mr. Bauer.
Oh, you ready to go?
Yeah.